Hello, everyone. This is Neeraj here. This is obviously starting up in May. April stats are out, and obviously, as you know, that I'm ready here to share with you the stats. Just want to give you a quick overall little picture of that. The market's pricing as compared to last year, which obviously you guys remember that right after when the pandemic started, everything got shut down. April was a slow, super slow month in 2020. So we have seen the prices have gone up by 32%, which is a humongous jump in the real estate prices. As you can tell, the COVID is in the news, so is the real estate. The both things are making the headlines pretty much every single day when you see, and people are still wondering what is happening and what is going to happen in the future. So one thing is for sure, when you're looking at the trends in the market, in terms of the number of the units sold, the pricing, and the days in the market, gives us a trend and then what is happening and where this market is gonna go. So without any further ado, let me start sharing my screen with you so that first of all we'll talk about the numbers, and in between we'll also talk about my favorite slide, as you guys know, is the trend line. So without any further ado, here you go. So when we're looking at the GTA, as always is my first slide, is the GTA market as a whole. So we have seen the average sale price is over $1 million and over $1,050,000, which is up by 20.7% year over year as compared to last year in 2020 the same time at this time. Number of sales is over 47,000, which is 107% increase year to date. So mind you, because the beginning of last year we actually slowed down because of the pandemic hits. Now it's a humongous change in the unit sold. Low interest rate and super confident buyers in the market is driving that force to propel that sort of a number we're able to see. Overall, in the GTA, we look at it, it's a less than 1 month of inventory. So what does that mean? Again, if there is no more listing and no more homes come for sale, in just less than 1 month, there'll be no more homes available to sell. Having said that, still it's a super seller's market. However, when we look at the year to date, like the days on the market is 13 days, which is 27.8% down as compared to last year again. When we're looking at the condo market, even in the GTA as a whole, the number of units sold is 3,290 as compared to, look at 393.3% increase as compared to 667 units sold last year. Now, what is that telling me is because the people, those who are in a condo market, they start getting their confidence back. It's also, I believe, is a price point is a major factor, because if you look at the price point, it's almost $700,000, $691,000 for a condo in a GTA. That's an average price when we're looking at it. Now let's talk about the Toronto. Toronto only, again, less than 1 month of inventory. Average sale price is over $1,028,000, which is 8% up as compared to last year. And another reason for that of a slower increase in Toronto, obviously, a couple of things. Number one is the price point is definitely a bigger factor in it. So when the bigger the price, the appreciation is gonna be, a property which are two million plus, the appreciation is kind of reduced, not at the same speed where the most people, especially first-time home buyer or the people those who are upgrading from the condo to a detached or semi-detached property they're moving to. So obviously the number of buyers are reduced substantially when the $2 million mark. Number of sales 16,215, which is 106% up as compared to last year to date. 16 days is pretty much the same time. This was same taking for sale last year as well. Units sold, 2,277 units were sold as compared to 482 units sold in the month of April into 2020. So which is 372% increase in the unit sales, and the prices are also gone up $729,000 in Toronto, which is 18.8% up as compared to last year, which is 612,000 in April of 2020. When we're talking about the York region, again, look at the house pricing. It's gone over $1.24 million on all housing price types in York region, which is up by 23.5%. Year of unit sales 8,667, which is 124% up. So a lot of buyers, a lot of sales are happening in April as compared to last year. 14 days in the market, average days in the market, which is 33.3% less as compared to last year, and the months of inventory is like 1.1, which is still just a little bit up than a 1 month of inventory. Obviously, we're talking about the whole York region. When you're talking about the condo sales, 330 units been sold, which is 560% increase. Over 50 units were sold in April of 2020. Units average sale price of a condo units are over $667,000, which was 542 last year, which equates to 23.2% increase as well. Let's talk about the Oakville. Again, only 3 weeks of inventory left. Average price has gone up to 1.47 million right now, which is 30% increase. The unit sold is 1,841, which is again 114% increase in the unit sales as well. 13 days it takes for a property to sell, which has gone down by 40% as well. So obviously, properties are selling much more faster as compared to last year. When it comes to the condos, it's 67 units were sold as compared to 12 last year. And if you look at even 2019, it was 48, 2018 was 44. Even, yeah, if you're comparing with last year, they're 458% up. But if you're still looking for 2019 and 2018, is still a lot higher as compared to these 2 years as well. So average house prices, condo prices in at Oakville area has also got 823,000. If you look at, that's also a record price so far in the month of April. In last 4 months, 4 years consecutively, we can see that as well. Then we're talking about Brampton, again one of the hottest market we always talk about. Look at that, only 3 weeks inventory as well. Average price over $1,009,000, which is 26.4% up as compared to last year. Number of units sold 4,799, which is 112% up. And then 9 days in the market for properties selling much faster. But when you look at the condo, again, we're comparing other units. 2021, 66 units were sold. We know we actually have sold more units in 2019 with 68 units were sold in Brampton in year 2019. But as compared to last year, it's 340% jump, which is for sure. But when you look at the house condo pricing in Brampton area, again, it's 505. Again, a big jump from the pricing as well. So, and then, and good reason is obviously the lower interest rate. Cost of borrowing is definitely low for the buyer and for investors as well. People are definitely taking advantage of that. For the city of Mississauga, average price is over $1,008,000. So obviously we can look at the Brampton, Mississauga catching up very, very quickly when it comes to the pricing. Again, they also have a 3 months of inventory. And when it looks at the unit sold, is like 4,305 units were sold, which is 101% up as compared to last year. I know if you look at it, these figures are definitely looking much, much bigger because of comparing it April of 2020. I am also looking back, especially in the condo market, we'll be able to see even these units sold, actively sold. We can also look at that units what have been sold previously in 2018, 2019 as well. The prices are definitely climbing up, very, very rapidly in all home types everywhere in GTA. Units sold in a condo 354. You look in 2019, 290 units were sold, and 2018, 249 units were sold. I want you to see a bigger picture on a little bit, not just only 1 year, April of 2020, but looking at April of 2019, April of 2018 as well. When you look at the house pricing, the condo pricing in Brampton, that's also got 575,000, which was again a record pricing in last 4 years, as we can see it as well. Comparing with now another hottest market is Durham region. Again, we're looking out of half a month of inventory, only 2 weeks. Average house price has gone up 895,000, which is 38% up year to date as compared to last year. Number of units sold 5,876, which is also up by 90%. Average days to sell a property is 8 days. When we're comparing the condo market in Durham region, 67 units were sold which again the record for in last 4 years. But also looking at the condo pricing, almost touching $500,000 for a condo in Durham region, which is 491,000, which is about 34% up as compared to last year, which was 364. Still, the prices are definitely higher. Units are higher. Obviously, people are finding a little bit more, more desirable area is becoming a Durham region. A lot of people are moving out there as well. Now, here is a Treb watch. Just we're now comparing from 2016 all the way to 2021. Again, in the in April only. Now, only the thing is, yes, you're looking comparing everything with 2020, but also want you to have a look on a bigger picture comparing 2016 till 2020. What happens? We're also looking at all those 5 years too. If you look at the number of units sold, it's still record high in Toronto Regional Real Estate Board now. But active listings is again 11,000. If you're looking at still in a park, if you look at very similar, matter of fact, is actually less in 2021 right now. When we're looking at the average price, look at that. Obviously, record price had it up for the month of April in last 6 years. If we're comparing and months of inventory, when we're looking at this again for the record month, that's the lowest inventory we have right now in Toronto Regional Real Estate Board. And again, this is my visually when I look at this chart, it's always give me a trend line. Always wanted to compare. This is 2017, guys. We like April, March of 2017. We haven't forgotten that there yet. Mind you, in February and March of 2017, like at a peak when you say, oh my God, and after that, with the 16-point fair housing plan when introduced, and the market kind of went down until September, and then after kind of hovering around like under 850 mark, closer to maybe 800 till like 2019, and then start going up and down. But starting of 2020, we see that prices try to climb again up, and when January of 2021, we were like definitely we like beating the mark of 2017. And then after that, we're able to see February, March, April continues to be the highest the number when we're looking at. So when you're looking at the trend line, there is definitely a growth pattern is there over here. You're able to see that is happening. So hopefully you will draw some attention on these numbers. Just wanted to show it so that you'll be able to have your own calculation. If you guys have any question, feel free to reach out to discuss these numbers in detail. What does that mean to you? How does that impact your personal plan? Are you a long-term investor? Are you a first-time home buyer? Or do you know your friends or your family or somebody, your sibling or your kids are first-time home buyer or are they investors? If they have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And I'm open to chat about it, open to talk about it. And then obviously, whatever the suggestions I'll be able to give, if you're open to that, definitely love to share that as well. Look forward to seeing you guys again next month with the new stats for the month of May as well. Then we'll talk soon. Have a great one. Take care of yourself and your health. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.